Hello and welcome. My name is Arianna, and it is wonderful to be seen by your light. Today we are doing a quick class for flexibility, and it's mainly centered around the lower half of the body here. So if you're looking for some flexibility, this is going to be a wonderful class to just stretch and to do maybe even every single day to really grow your flexibility. I do encourage you to make sure to pair this with some lower body strengthening classes, as you will need that strength to maintain your flexibility as you become more flexible. So make sure you're in something comfy, hit the like button if you're not already subscribed. Subscribe now and let's get going. So we'll begin in a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread the fingers out. Pull the belly in. Elongate through the spine. And we'll begin uniting breath with movement with cat-cows, dropping the belly, lift the gaze as you breathe in. Push the ground away, chin to chest as you breathe out. Following your flow of breath here, consciously uniting this breath with your muscles, with the connective tissues, movement of the bones. Take 2 more full rounds. On your next inhale, bring the hands slightly in front of the shoulders. Curl the back toes under and press up into downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet, keeping the ears by the biceps. Not locking in the elbows, pressing into the knuckles. Reaching that tailbone up to the corner where the ceiling meets the wall. Core is still activated, bending the knees as needed. Hold here. Breathe into the stretch. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a breath out through the mouth. Breathe it in, reach the right leg up and back, bending the knee, rolling out the ankle, open the hip. And then we'll straighten it out. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest and step it through for low lunge, dropping the back knee, rolling the shoulders back. Staying here with fingertips on either side of that front foot or bringing the hands on the front thigh. Squeezing those inner thighs in together. Pressing into all 4 corners of that front foot. Being mindful of the back leg and foot. Breathing deeply, core still engaged. Feel into the stretch. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Bring the fingers onto the floor now, shifting the hips back into half splits. You may need to kind of wiggle that front foot back a little bit to keep the hips square and in line, and then fold over the leg. Make sure you're flexing into the right foot. You can even bend into that leg if you need to. Just listen to the body. Breathe into any sensation. One more deep breath in. And deep exhale, step back into your low lunge. Bring both hands to the inside of that front foot. Heel toe the right foot to the edge of the mat, toes off the mat, heel on the mat. Stretch it out in this lizard. And if you would like to go any further, reaching the right arm up and back to hold on to the outside of the back foot for a little quad stretch. Pressing that foot into the hand into the foot. Kind of twisting and opening the chest. Be nice and mindful of every limb here, breathing into it. Keeping the spine nice and long. Deep inhale. And exhale, gently drop the foot, bring the hand back. Heel toeing that front foot back to center. Popping the back knee up and stepping back into your downward facing dog. Really take your time with these transitions. And when you're ready, inhaling, reaching the left leg up and back, bend the knee, stack the hips, roll out that ankle. Reach the leg out long, pull the knee into the chest and step it through. Low lunge on the other side. Checking your alignment. Hips are nice and square to each other by squeezing the inner thighs in. Press into that front foot. Engage your core, and if you're ready, coming up, bring the hands on the front thigh. Keep a nice long spine. Be gentle with where you are right now. Big inhale. And exhale, bringing the fingertips on the floor, shifting the hips back, half splits. Bringing the left hip back a little bit to meet the right, and then folding over the leg, flexing through the left foot. Being mindful, breathing deeply. Breathe it in all the way. Breathe it out. Step into the front foot. Hands on the inside of the thigh. Heel toeing that foot out to the edge of the mat. Toes off the mat, heel on the mat. Feeling this stretch. And if you went for the quad stretch on the other side, you can do the same now on this side. Pressing the foot into the hand into the foot, opening the chest. Neck in line with the spine, try not to dump into that right shoulder. Push the ground away. Activate through the whole body. Breathe and listen to the body. Last inhale. Exhale, gently release the hold of the foot. Come back to center. Heel toeing that front foot back to center. Popping the back knee and stepping back, downward facing dog. Let's walk the feet to the center of the mat now. Folding in this forward fold, bend the knees deeply. Maybe even hold on to opposite elbows. Swaying from side to side just to release the low back. And still stretch out the hamstrings. Feet hip width apart here. Find center. And now we'll heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. Bringing the toes off the mat, heels in. Engage your abs as you lower the hips to the floor for Gomukhasana. If you have a block nearby and you feel like you need a little extra support, you can sit your seat on it. Bringing your hands in prayer at the front of the heart, pressing the elbows into the inner thighs into the elbows to create this opposition here. Pressing into your feet. Try not to rely on the block if you're sitting on one. And this is a great way to protect the knees. Create length in the spine with your breath. Pull the belly in. Activate through the whole body. Breathe it in. And exhale, bring the hands behind you, helping you to sit onto your mat. Reaching the legs out long. Wiggling as needed. And right away, we'll bring the left foot in to the inner right thigh. Reaching the arms up as we breathe in. As we flex into that right foot. Exhale, reach for the toes. Holding on to whatever feels good or keeping the hands on the floor here. Being gentle, make sure you're really rooted into the floor with your lower body. Breathing into the spine, into this leg, into the hips. You can either keep the spine nice and long or completely fold. It is totally up to you, depending on how you're feeling today. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, come back up. Bring the left knee into the chest, bringing the left foot over the right thigh, hugging the left knee with the right arm, and reaching the left arm up and back behind you to twist. Breathe it in, find length in your spine, try not to round, pull the belly in. Exhale, twist even deeper. Take one more breath in. Breathe it out, come back to center, reaching both legs out long. Moving on to the other side, right foot into the inner left thigh. Flex into that left foot. Breathe it in, reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, reaching for the toes. Knowing that that leg doesn't have to be stick straight, you can bend through the knee slightly, really protect yourself. Try not to strain. And breathing, deciding whether you want to fold or keep the spine long here. Keep your seat rooted into the mat. Last deep inhale. Exhaling, walking the fingers back up. Pulling that knee into the chest. Bringing the right foot over that left thigh. Hugging the leg with the left arm and reaching the right hand up and back to twist. Pulling the belly in, elongate the spine. Twisting only from the core here, the upper body. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, gently coming back to center. Uncross the leg and make your way to a wide-legged fold. So creating this straddle here, flexing through both feet. If you need to bend the knees, you can also just put like a blanket or something under the knees to help you. Really listen to the body, activate through the legs. And begin to fold, placing the palms in front of you, maybe coming on the elbows, or staying up nice and tall, keeping the core engaged so you're not rolling back onto your tailbone. You want to come forward a little bit, just so that we can get the stretch in the back of the legs. Breathe deeply, maybe even close your eyes, knowing that you don't need to go all the way right now. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, begin walking yourself back up. Let's take a little side bend over to the left, holding on to wherever feels good, relaxing both shoulders. Core is still engaged, opening the chest and the ribs to the sky, and then moving on to the other side. Breathing deeply into the side body. carefully come on up to center. We'll get ready for our last stretch. Bringing the feet together, opening the hips in our butterfly pose. Breathe it in, find length in your spine, roll the shoulders back. And as you exhale, folding over the legs. Keeping the feet together, or maybe even just flexing them, really finding your form of this pose. It looks so different for everyone because it really depends on our structure, our bones. So only doing as much as you need. Protecting the knees. You can even put something underneath the knees. One last deep inhale. And carefully aligning the spine back up as you exhale. Crossing the legs. We'll find a nice easy seat here. Placing the palms wherever feels good, closing the eyes and breathing and just feeling the effects of this practice, of these stretches, of your breath. Take a nice deep inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky, palms meet, and gently exhale, bringing them in front of the heart, dip the chin, give yourself some thanks, some love, and gently blinking the eyes open as you feel ready. Thank you so much for doing this little routine with me. Make sure to do it almost every day if you can to really gain flexibility, and also do some strength classes. Comment down below your experience. I'm sending you so much love. See you next time.